Diversity is not our strength. To be strong, we need to work together. It's harder to do that with more and more language barriers. Diversity is not our strength. We can agree to disagree from different religions and different creeds, but unfortunately, some cultures haven't seen eye to eye for centuries. Diversity is not our strength. Some people just don't get along. Would mixing high-income families with low-income ones make the community more strong? Diversity is not our strength. Don't get me wrong, something diverse can still be strong, but the idea that our only strength only comes from the fact that we're all different is simply wrong. Of course, we can work together with one another, but it's foolish to assume and imply that will happen just because we're a bunch of different colors. Whatever happened to the individual being distinguished, being valued for their individual strengths and not their pigment? Then we can team up to combine our individual strengths to make up for our collective weaknesses. But that power, that energy, that strength didn't come from a group being diverse. It came from the fundamentals of us teaming up first. Teamwork is our strength. Funny how that works. If I'm put on a hockey team with my friends, I know their moves, quirks, and trends. We play better, pass faster, score more in the end. Friendship is our strength. If I'm put on a hockey team where I know no one, different egos, races, and opinions, but we have a coach that focuses our efforts to help us become champions. Leadership is our strength. We went to practice together, learned the plays together, talked after the game together. Cooperation is our strength. We all have the same jersey. We all have the same goal. It did not matter if we were diverse. We were acting as a whole. Unity is our strength. Talk to the Raptors in 2019. You already know. Think about it. If we're faced with adversity, does it make sense for someone to say we need more diversity? Or do we need more communication, more organization to operate as a team more efficiently? Regardless of the group, Protestant, Catholic, Sikh, Sunni, or Jew, we need to truly work to overcome differences, not just say a few words that sound cute. Diversity is not our strength. What good is diversity without a common purpose? What good is diversity if we're not building up trust and building up relations? If you value diversity over unity, you're promoting chaos over cooperation. Diversity is not our strength, not at all. However, if you were part of the ruling class, promoting diversity as a strength might be a good strategy to keep a large group of people confused, fighting with one another, and under your control. You could even try to rip a nation apart at the seams. I don't know. Diversity is not our strength. Diversity can be beautiful, inspiring, confusing. It's a characteristic of something. Calling it an inherent strength is a dishonest word to be choosing. That's all I have that's nice to say about this shallow, misguided phrase. So unless you want me to potentially ruin your day, I suggest you click away. You see, diversity is our strength is a phrase invented and embraced by entitled woke people to help themselves feel more inclusive and cultured, to cover up the fact that they are not strong in their own sense of identity and that they might feel like selfish vultures. And diversity is not our strength, Becky. You just like Thai food and Chinese and showing it off on your Instagram feed. Diversity is not our strength, Alex. You just like to brag that you have a Muslim friend. Maybe you can get a Korean one too and commodify them. Diversity is not our strength, folks. You just might be ashamed of your own culture and heritage. You might be afraid that your history isn't interesting, worth mentioning, or that you should feel guilty to inherit it. Diversity is not our strength. You may have just been brainwashed to think white people are inherently a bad thing. We're not, by the way. The so-called white majority of people make up 11% of the world's population today. Diversity is not our strength. We just live in a time and place where if you're white and you say you're proud of who you are, it doesn't make you happy. It makes you evil. All of a sudden, you're expected to apologize and address all of the bad things done by hundreds of thousands of old dead people. Diversity is not her strength. And when you say the original phrase, those four cute words that have been pounded into our brains, I think you mean something else. I think you mean white people suck. Dear white Canadians and those with a European heritage, resent your history. Resent it. You have nothing to be proud of. Diversity is not our strength. And I'm calling out these entitled woke people on their stuff. These are the same loving people who will insist, despite everything I've said, I'm just some dumb, racist scum. Can you blame me for resisting this bullshit? These are the same people that would prefer and likely wish that I didn't even exist.